I cannot believe this, but the Los Angeles Lakers, they've gone and done it again. The team that won the offseason and free agency just keeps winning. And for the fans of the other 29 NBA teams, it's just not fair at this point. When I saw this news, my literal first reaction was,
Come on, are you serious?
it's that big of a deal. So as you could tell from the title of this video, the Lakers just signed Christian Wood. Now Wood, probably along with Kelly Oubre, was the top free agent who had yet to be signed. So I'm going to get into all of that today in this video. I'm going to talk about the type of player Christian Wood is and what he's going to bring to the Lakers. First though, thanks for checking out the channel today. My name is Troy and this is the Half Court Report. Got a lot of new viewers to the channel today with this video, so let me welcome you to the Half Court Report. If you like NBA news and content, then click that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Just takes a second and helps so much in growing this channel. Would love to have you be a part of what we've got going on here. We have lots of fun for sure. So with NBA training camp and preseason less than a month away, it's pretty crazy that it took Christian Wood this long to get signed. He's just been sitting out there for like over 2 months. I mean, sure, this guy has some warts to his game, and I'll get into all of that. But when you factor in that he is 6'11", he's athletic, and he can really put the ball in the basket, I thought for sure he would get picked up a lot sooner. Christian Wood is signing a 2-year deal for the veterans minimum. Guys, that's less than $6 million total. And then he's got that player option in the second season. So what do we know about Christian Wood? Well, he is 27 years old. He just completed his 7th year in the NBA. Last season, he played for the Dallas Mavericks, where he averaged 16.6 points, 7.3 rebounds, almost 2 assists, a block a game, and about 38% from 3 on over 4 attempts per game. Additionally, throughout his career, Christian Wood has played for Houston, Detroit, Milwaukee, Algonquin for the good land, Philadelphia, Charlotte, and the New Orleans Pelicans. It's crazy. His resume looks a lot like a broken slot machine with all of those teams. But over the last 4 years, he has really found his footing and he's settled into an NBA role. He's averaged 16.8 points, 8.2 rebounds, and a block per game during that time. He's especially useful as a floor spacer. Remember, I just mentioned he shoots a lot of threes. He's a career 37.9% three-point shooter who has made more than 36% of those shots in 5 of his 7 NBA seasons. So how does he fit in with the Lakers? Well, I would assume that LA will start LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Rui Hachimura in the front court. So that means Christian Wood will be the primary backup center behind Anthony Davis, while occasionally teaming up with him in lineups where you're going to play 2 big men. I think he should average around 20 to 25 minutes per game when everybody's healthy. And you may look at Christian Wood and say, yes, definitely, start this guy. He is a stud. Well, the challenge with starting him is the same that arises for any other potential Lakers lineup where you're going to have 2 big men. It forces Anthony Davis and LeBron to slide down to the 3 and 4 spots, and those are positions that they just haven't played as much as they've gotten older. I was actually kind of surprised by this stat. Anthony Davis played 100% of his minutes at center last season and 76% of his minutes at center the prior season. LeBron played 99% of his minutes at either power forward or center last year. So using LeBron as a small forward, which was more common earlier in his career, would mean that he would have to defend guys like Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, and Kawhi Leonard. That's a pretty tall order for a guy who's going to be turning 39 years old and in his 21st NBA season. Christian Wood's arrival crowds an already full front court. There are 144 front court minutes available for Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes, Taurean Prince, and the newly signed Christian Wood. That's before factoring in smaller lineups that would involve Austin Reeves or Max Christie sliding up to play small forward. So I think Christian Wood's signing means that Jackson Hayes will officially become the third string center, and Jared Vanderbilt will see a minutes decrease too. Christian Wood's greatest value to Los Angeles, I think, may be as insurance for injuries in the regular season. When Davis misses time, and yeah, it's more of a when and not if, Christian Wood can step in and assume a greater offensive role. The same applies when LeBron James misses time or needs some load management. Wood can jump in and give 20 points, 10 rebounds, and not think twice about it. He's one of the league's more skilled scoring big men. He's a weapon as a catch-and-shoot and pick-and-pop threat. He shot almost 42% on catch-and-shoot threes last year, which is an elite mark for any player, especially a guy who plays at the 5 spot. His shooting ability makes him a natural pick-and-roll partner in two-man action with LeBron, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and the newly signed Gabe Vincent. Guys, I can't remember when the Lakers had a big with this type of shooting proficiency. So with a properly spaced floor, Christian Wood will be able to feast against defenders who sag off of him. So this guy sounds like an all-star. Why did it take so long for him to get signed? Well, there are reasons a player as talented as Christian Wood was available for a minimum deal a week into September. This is a guy who's played on 7 teams in 7 seasons, and Houston is the only team in which he played multiple years. The thing with Christian Wood, each situation sours quickly, with him losing minutes throughout the season for reasons that have little to do with his offensive production. He's also gotten a reputation as a bad locker room guy and a bad defender. But I think his negative reputation precedes him. He's not a sieve on defense that many presume him to be. He's not going to be getting any all-defense awards, sure, but his physical tools help prop him up closer to average. As I mentioned, he's 6'11". He's also got a 7'3" wingspan that allows him to cover up for his limitations with his lateral quickness and decision-making. He's more effective at switching pick and rolls than he is on dropping back, which may cause the Lakers to have to tweak their usual scheme a little bit when he's on the floor. But he's also never played in a front court with defenders like AD, Jared Vanderbilt, and LeBron. Let's add Rui Hachimura onto the list too. Rui and LeBron are more than capable defensively when they're engaged. Wood's 60% field goal percentage that he allows at the rim isn't elite by any means, but it does put him in a similar range to the Cavaliers' Evan Mobley and the Celtics' Robert Williams III. Both of those guys have strong rim protection reputations. Christian Wood is active around the rim and he's solid at contesting shots. He's also a good defensive rebounder. All pluses. Still, I see this signing more as filling a need in the regular season. I think once the playoffs begin and teams shorten up their rotations, players like Christian Wood tend to stay glued to the bench. Regardless, though, this is a home run signing for the Lakers. That's what I think, but be sure to let me know in the comments what you think of the Lakers picking up Christian Wood. And hey, especially if he was on your team before, let us know what the Lakers will be getting from him. Since you've watched this far, be sure to drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. Click that subscribe button too so you never miss another Laker video. And speaking of signings, I am really curious as to what the Warriors are going to do to fill their remaining roster spots. The rumor is that a big name may be coming to the Bay. I actually did a whole video on it, so you got to check it out. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you next time on the Half Court Report. Have a great day.